His teammates there, but since they lost, they're just going to be an everlasting spawn over at blue base. Right now, Royal 2 spawning back blue, and doesn't matter. Hill's going to move in 10 seconds. You can't really do much to get him out of that hill. As you notice, Instinct pulled ahead by 40 seconds, and I contribute that all to Royal 2 losing sniper in the hill that first, within that first minute of the hill. And once again, they just cannot seem to find their groove. I'd love to actually switch back over to Instinct. Give me, let's look at Ogre 2. He has Sniper. I'd love to see what he's going to do with this and how he plays, how I said before, holding Sniper in the back of the base. So as soon as we can switch over to Ogre 2 on Instinct. Alright, now we have Ogre 2 online here. So he just died, but you notice how when he was holding Sniper in the back of the base, he had to make the SQ work for that kill. And one of the biggest parts about that is he knows Sniper's at blue. Look at that, he just got spawned right behind Royal and both of them. It's unfortunate that it turned around and got him correctly, but he knows where that Sniper's at. He's going to try to find that again, and he's also, when he's holding it, he's making it so difficult for the team, unlike Royal did. So right now, Instinct has to get over their blue. They realize how important these side bases are. Ogre 2 doesn't even care about shooting on this hill. Like, he's going to put shots when he can, but he wants to take over gold, because that's going to give him the best chance taking over blue. Just bait and switching at top gold, which is one of the biggest advantages there. Anyone who's further back on blue cannot take on these guys at gold. They're just going to try to pick off kill by kill here. And as soon as they get the opportunity, they're going to push the back blue. This hill, I mean, only has 30 seconds in it. Or 3 seconds in it, and Ogre 2 is going to push the Sniper all the way to the back of the base to be smart and let his teammate take the hill. Right now, all that Instinct wants to do is clear out these guys out of blue, because as soon as they kill them, they're going to force them to spawn all the way across the map. They have no worries, since they have a Sniper on the top of the base. They have no reason to kill anyone top gold or green at the moment. There's really no advantage to it. Right now, all they have to do is sit back, let the other team make a mistake, and soak up that hill time. And I hate keep bringing up that mistake that Royal 2 did, but you notice that Instinct's able to keep this control for that reason that they have Sniper. And that's one of the biggest mistakes that you notice between rookies and veterans. Like, Royal 2 was able to take second this last National, but that's the difference between first and second. Ogre 2 just smart decision maker, and is able to use that to his advantage. I don't know if this is on purpose, if they left Sniper for Ogre 2, if you feel feeling on fire or not, or they just have not been able to grab it yet, but it's at the top of that base. So as soon as he's able to get shields back and get that Sniper, he's going to possibly be able to pull off something clutch and keep his team in this right here. But right now, he's just going to buy as much time as possible. And one thing you have to notice right there is, I did say how it is important to stay in the back of the base when you're trying to keep control, but Ogre 2, being the smart player he is, he realized that he was outnumbered. He realized he had a teammate in the front of the base, so he dropped under, tried to go get help so he could get double teams in the front, and that was his best chance of surviving. I mean, he went 1 for 1, which is the best he could do in that situation. Now, it's just honestly great decision after great decision. And in depth, this is a great, it's amazing how he's playing. Like, he is scrapping up this time in the hill since there's only 20 seconds left. There's no need to go get back blue. No need to control that. Hill's going to move in 20 seconds. Why kill them out of the hill or out of the back of blue when it's just going to move out of there? So he scrapped up that time. He's going to possibly pull back to top gold and then possibly push back over to red if he wants to control that hill early. So look at how much Instinct's pulling ahead on these side hills. They're pulling ahead easily by 40 to 50 seconds each side hill that comes up. SQ might be better at scrapping up some time in the top hills or at certain times, but overall, Instinct's getting the smarter seconds. They're scrapping up time when they're supposed to be, and they're even getting hill in this, time in this top hill, which is incredible. It's very hard to hold that, and you'll notice what Instinct will do is they're going to scrap up a lot of time early in this hill. The hill doesn't move for another minute and 20 seconds. So my guess is for about another 20 seconds or so, they're going to try to scrap up hill time. And with Ola and Lunchbox dying right there, they're going to give up on trying to scrap up too much time in this green hill because they're going to try to take over blue here. It's the most important thing is to take over that hill at blue. Or at red, sorry. But they're going to make their way over to red as soon as they can. So as you notice, Ogre 2 is still by himself over on this side. And I'm assuming that his teammates are hopefully going to spawn over at red. If Ogre 2 is very smart, he's going to possibly challenge and die over here on the blue side so he can force team spawns over at red for his team. Oh, he does a great job. And look at that. Sits over on that side, forces team to spawn over at red, and just waits for, scrapped up a couple seconds at a time. We are back on board now with Pistola. Now, Pistola, as everyone has known, he's made his name through Halo 2 free-for-alls. He's one of the most ridiculously skilled players I've ever seen in my entire life. He won Halo 3 Nationals, won Halo Reach Nationals. He's just all around a ridiculous player. He plays at 5 cents. It's incredible his control on 5 cents. Anyone who plays Halo Reach knows how fast he can get, how much he can windmill if you're missing shots. But he's just an incredible player. Look how accurate that is at 5 cents cross map. Now, what I can see Pistola doing here, since he has some grenade launcher ammo left, is possibly pushing up the street if he feels comfortable to. But noticing that if they're down in numbers, he gets a double assist with that, killing one of them. He was a part of 3/4 of that team kills. So Pistola single-handedly brought down 2 people with 1 shot and got one of them dead. So right now he's sitting back in green in the plasma. It may look weird seeing how he does not have an angle, but they've played this game type so much that they do not want to risk them getting a split spawn, especially with Ogre 2 over there fighting. It's a little thing different if all 4 of them were on the same side, over at red side of the base. But with Ogre 2 on the opposite side of the map, they did not want to risk them getting a split spawn with Ogre 2 blocking spawns over there. And even though SQ considers that one of their better game types, it just goes to show how well-rounded Instinct is and how my prediction I said earlier, I expect Instinct to win 4-1 this series. And let's check out the stats right here. So Pistola going plus 13, Roy going plus 14, and Instinct and our Lunchbox and Ogre 2 just scrapping up time. It just goes to show that anytime that Instinct's going to outslay a team here at this LAN, I expect them to win handily in objective games. All right, I'm right here with Lethal right now from Dynasty, and we were watching that whole match together. I think you gotta agree with a lot of things I was saying, especially with sniper control, scrapping up hill time, not being too greedy on scrapping side hills. What did you think the biggest mistake that SQ made was that last match?
I'm not really sure. I wasn't really watching much of SQ because of how good Instinct was really playing. Roy and Ola were just slaying everything, and Ogre 2 was just doing everything right.
Yeah, and that's the whole point I was trying to point out was decision-making is such a big difference. You can argue that a lot of these other players on other teams have better shots than Ogre 2, maybe better snipes, but you notice those decisions, they just add up. One decision after the other. That's what enabled him on Blue Hill to get those extra 20 seconds when I think a lot of more rookie players would have pushed out, tried to clear out Blue for no necessary reason, and enabled them to get Hill top green in the first minute of that time. And it also was allowed them to grab the side bases, like get Blue or Red before the Hill moved there. So all around, it's just a good example of what top teams should do when they're watching them play.
Yeah, I don't know. that was just amazing play. Like online, the score of that game type between them was 250 to 55 status quo, and then I don't know. I guess that just goes to show how good instinct really is.
That's why we're here at the Red Bull LAN. We actually play on LAN here, where we don't get to worry about latency, any of those issues. But do you think that any game type right now you could see yourselves beating Instinct without outslaying them in an objective game type? Because I really feel that they're the best team here at the moment, and I really see them being the most efficient team as far as it goes to getting hill time, getting flag caps. But if there was one game type out there, objective-wise, that you could beat them with going even in slays or getting outslayed, what would it be?
It'd be pretty difficult, but I think our best bet would probably be Zealot Flag, since it's one of our better game types.
Salt flag. I've noticed one thing when I went around asking all of you guys what are some of your favorite game types is salt flag showed up for all three of your teams in the top three. So one thing to keep in mind here at this LAN is even if it's your best game type, you gotta keep in mind that the other two teams both said it's also one of their top three game types. What do you think the reason for everyone liking salt flag is? Do you think it's because it's such a well balanced map? Do you think it's the symmetry, the just how long it's been around?
I just think probably because Zealot's one of the better maps in the game. It's balanced. It's just a good map.
All right, well, we're going to be moving on to the next match right here. It's going to be Pit Capture the Flag, SQ and Instinct. We're going to jump in the game right here in 1 second.
Welcome back to the Red Bull LAN, where we just got the chance to see a little bit more of who Liquid Chef is, where he came from. Again,
All right, we are here at Full Sail University, like I said before, down in Orlando, Florida. I had the privilege to walk around this university yesterday, had a tour of the campus, heard about some of the courses, meet a lot of students, and I've been really impressed overall. Not only just the venue we have here, but the school in general. Some of the big things I found out about it was it's a really hands-on school, very good trade school that's fast-tracked. You notice a lot of these people get out with a bachelor's in 21 months even with game development. I even got to test a couple of the games, which is Dinocalypse and Life, which a couple of students made and got to test it out. So I just want to thank Full Sail for having us out here. It's been a great venue, and I'd love to show you a video here in 1 second about Full Sail and what they all have to offer.